students. In the previous class we have learned about some special quadrilaterals and their properties. We have learned about trapezium, parallelogram, rhombus, then rectangle, square and kite. Okay. Now this exercise 3.4 is based on all the properties of these special quadrilaterals or special types of parallelograms or special types of quadrilaterals. The first question is state whether true or false. You need to recall all the properties of the special quadrilaterals to write the answer. The first question is all rectangles are squares. What are the properties of squares? All the four sides should be equal. Do we have all four sides equal in rectangles? No. So rectangles are not squares but squares are rectangles. So the first statement is false. All rectangles are squares is a false statement. All rectangles are not squares but all squares are rectangles. So here it is false. The next one, all rhombuses are parallelogram. What is a rhombus? Rhombus is a parallelogram which has all four sides equal. So rhombus is always a parallelogram. So it is true. All squares are rhombuses and also rectangles. Square has all the properties of rhombus plus one more property, that is all angles are 90 degree. And again square has all the properties of rectangle plus one more property, that is all four sides are equal. So it is true. All squares are not parallelograms. If all squares are rhombuses, all squares are rectangles, it must be parallelogram. So this is false. All squares are not parallelograms. All squares are parallelograms and all squares are special types of parallelogram, that is rhombus. All kites are rhombuses. Rhombus has all four sides equal. Okay. But kites do not. So false. But all rhombuses are kites. Rhombus has got all four sides equal. Kite's property is two adjacent sides should be equal. So it has got all pairs of adjacent sides equal. It is true. Now all parallelograms are trapeziums. We started with trapezium. A trapezium has got only one pair of opposite sides parallel, but parallelogram has got two pairs of opposite sides parallel and also equal. So all parallelograms are trapezium. That is true. And all squares are trapezium. That is also true. So here, if you know the properties of all the quadrilateral special properties, then only you will be able to do this exercise. The next question is, identify all the quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length. The quadrilaterals which have four sides of equal length. Try to recall which all quadrilaterals have four equal sides. Which of them have? First one is square. Square. Second one is rhombus. So square and rhombus have four equal sides. So you can write square and rhombus have four equal sides. Now four right angles. Which all quadrilaterals have four right angles? Square and rectangle have 4 right angles. Now here explain how a square is a quadrilateral. Is a square a quadrilateral? Why is it a quadrilateral? Because it has 4 sides, or it is a 4-sided figure. Now, is a square a parallelogram? Which properties of parallelograms are there in square? What is the property of a parallelogram? It has 2 pairs of opposite sides equal. So, square has 2 pairs of opposite sides equal and parallel. There are many more properties, that is opposite angles are equal, adjacent angles are supplementary. All these properties are true for square. So it is a parallelogram because it has 2 pairs of opposite sides equal and parallel. Now why is square a rhombus? What is the reason? The square has all 4 sides equal, opposite sides two pairs of opposite sides equal and parallel. You can also write square is a parallelogram which has all 4 sides equal. Now why is it a rectangle? Square, can you call a square as a rectangle? Because it has 2 pairs of opposite sides equal and all 4 angles 90 degree. For rectangle you need 2 pairs of opposite sides equal and all the angles should be 90 degree. But for square all 4 sides are equal. So this property is satisfied. So it is a rectangle. So square is a quadrilateral, it is a trapezium, it is a parallelogram, it is a rhombus, it is a rectangle and it is a square. Now the next question is, name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. In which quadrilaterals the diagonals bisect each other? Which are quadrilaterals? You can try to remember all the properties of quadrilaterals. In parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. Then in rhombus, now in rectangle, and in square. In all these 4 types of quadrilateral, the diagonals will bisect each other. Which are the 4 types? Parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle and square. The diagonals bisect. Now in which the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. In which two quadrilaterals, the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Perpendicular bisectors means they bisect each other forming 90-degree angles. Which ones? Two of them are there. Which are they? Rhombus and square. Now, in which of the quadrilaterals the diagonals are equal? Which two? Yes, which two? Rectangles and square. In rectangles and squares, the diagonals are equal. In rhombus and square, the diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. That means they are perpendicular bisectors of each other. And in parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle and square, the diagonals bisect each other. They cut each other into equal parts. The next question is, explain why a rectangle is a convex quadrilateral. What is the property of convex quadrilateral? Two properties are there. Which are the two properties? The first property is because its all interior angles. Are less than 180 degree. Second reason, what is the second reason it is a convex quadrilateral? Its diagonals bisects in the interior. Of the rectangle. In a rectangle, the diagonals bisect in the interior of it and all its angles are less than 180 degree. That is the reason why we call a rectangle a convex quadrilateral. The next question is question number 6. ABC is a right angle triangle and O is the midpoint of the side opposite to the right angle. Explain why O is equidistant from AB and C. What is given? There is a triangle ABC. What type of triangle is it? It is a right angle triangle. So, right angle triangle means this angle is 90 degree. Now, this point is the midpoint of this line. O is the midpoint of AC. That means these two sides are equal. Now you have to find out why this point O is equidistant from B, A and C. Now if you just with the help of the picture given with dotted line, if you join this, what will you get? You will get a rectangle, and in rectangle the diagonals will bisect each other. Also the diagonals are equal in length. Okay. So the figure shows A, B, C, D. Figure ABCD is a rectangle. So, the diagonals, which are the diagonals? AC and BD. These two are also equal. And also the diagonals are equal, they bisect each other. So the diagonals AC is equal to BD. Point O is the midpoint of both AC and BD. What is the reason? Because the diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals of rectangles. Rectangles bisect each other. So what does it mean if O bisect? O is the midpoint of AC and BD. That means therefore OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD. All the line segments from OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD. What is the reason? There are two reasons. The first reason is in a rectangle the diagonals are equal. The second reason is the diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other. Okay, that means two line segments when they intersect. The two line segments are the diagonals. When they intersect, they cut each other into two equal parts. Okay, that is the reason why the point O is equidistant from every point. Okay, so you can write therefore O is equidistant from A, B, C and even D. Okay, this is the last question in this chapter. So in the next class we will start with a new chapter. You have to be ready with your compass box. Complete instrument box should be there. And if you have a geometry notebook, you can use that notebook. Otherwise, you can write it in the regular mathematics notebook. That's all for today. Thank you.